Alright, some of you guys know I posted a while back about doing a home valve grinding job using a drill press and a file to grind the valve faces clean, and then using just valve lapping compound and drill to lap them in. And I know some people thought I was insane or whatever, but it does work apparently. So, as you can see, I'm going to take my file and I've got liquid in there right now. It's stable fogger oil. That's just what I had laying around. So, and as you can see, there is nothing leaking. So, I'm going to go grind another one. I'm going to literally set my phone in front of this head, and you can tell me if it leaks, which it's probably not going to, but so might be a little bit of a lengthy video. I'll be back. Well, for some stupid reason, my phone won't take longer than a couple minute videos, so anyway, I'm gonna have to string these together. So I think that was like 2.5 minutes of it not leaking, and guess what? This is like been 4 or 5 minutes later, and it's still not leaking. And just to prove there's still fluid in it, I'll take another valve and stir it up. There you go. See? There's fluid in it. You see? It's not leaking. Okay. Alright, so this is how I do them. And this is the most crude way ever. I'd highly recommend, if you have the money to have it done professionally, if you need them done, do it. I mean, Matt runs them all pitted up, and he's, you know where the Colorado's at, so do you absolutely have to do it? No. I'm doing it because A, I'm right here, B, it just annoys me when I do a leak down check and it's leaking past the exhaust valves. I'm sick and tired of them. So, instead of running all pitted valves, something's going to be better than nothing. So, this one was really pitted up. You can see I'm mostly done. I don't know if this is going to zoom in very well on the surface. You can see there's still minor pitting. The last one I did on the first one I did had it had some pitting, but it wasn't very in-depth pitting. So, what I did was I was able to just use a file and literally turn the drill press on and filed it like this. And you gotta use your brain. Don't go against the angle of the valve. Use the angle of the original grind and just get to where the file feels like it's hitting it all, and then just put light pressure on it. The heavy pitting ones, I've had to use a file and a piece of sandpaper on the end of it, and then put it against the valve and go that way. But it's working. I'm going to show you a video of me grinding this one in a minute here, and then we'll see if this one leaks. It probably won't, like the other one, but, people on the idiot think I'm a moron, so whatever. Okay, back to grind that valve in. I really wish that my frickin' iPhone would take longer videos than a couple minutes, so I'm sure it's probably in the settings somewhere, but I'm too lazy to find it right now. So you can see this is still a little lightly pitted. It's better than what it was. It's still not great, and you know what? People are probably going to say, oh, it's not going to seal, it's not going to seal. I don't give a crap. Anyway, so grab your motor oil. This was just 30 weight straight because, it was cheap. I got it on a discount. They were getting rid of this stuff at a local parts store, so anyway, I dunked the valve stem part in oil. I'm trying to do this one-handed, which kind of sucks. So, anyway, run it in there, get it all nice and lubed up. Then take Permatex valve grinding compound and just a little dabs. Nothing. I'm not doing a ton because you don't need a ton. I see a lot of people just go all the way around the valve, and it's like that's just a big waste. So, okay, now shove valve in hole and push. Look at that. Okay. Oh, yeah, by the way, while I'm doing this, there's still liquid in there, and yes, it still hasn't leaked out yet. So, anyway, okay, so I'm going to get this all around the valve before I grab my drill and drill press it. You could probably take your drill and just go right at it. I kind of like to do that a little bit just to help spread the valve grinding compound around the seat a little bit. I'm going to pause the video and I'll straight to the next one that has me drill pressing the sucker. Well, not drill pressing, drilling, grinding, whatever. You'll see. Still fluid. And no leaks. So, going on to my drill valve grinding this. You can see what I was doing there. I was going till I started to like bog the drill down, then letting up and then hitting it again. That way you move the valve grinding compound a little bit around the valve head, so it helps seat it. Or at least I think it does. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. That's what I do. Okay. I'm going to take the drill off and I'll show you how the finished result looks like. Okay, drill's off, head's moved around. So, let's see if I can get a good... Come on, you stupid thing. Try to get a good focus on that. I might have to start the video again. But, so, all moved around. Do you see anything leaking? No, nothing's leaking. And yes, there's still liquid in it for you idiots that think there isn't. There you go. See that? Alright, I'm going to get some better focus in on this valve if I can. Come on, autofocus. Hold on. There we go. And you can see it's still pitted a little bit. And obviously it was pitted before I even started valve grinding it, but it's not as bad as I started with. Take a look at the seat. Seat's got a little bit of pitting, but not terrible. It looks a lot better than what I started with, which was something like that. And let me grab a valve that I started with, or a valve like the one I started with here. Let me see. Here's one. That looks very similar. So, see all the nice pitting on it? That's pretty much what I started with. And that's what I'm finishing with. And you watched it on video how I did it. Now, try this again. Stupid iPhone. I really need to get a GoPro for doing these. Anyway, so that's the one that still has liquid in it and there's nothing leaking. See the one beside it. I'm going to put this in there. Put the valve spray in it. Then I'm going to take a video of it not leaking, hopefully, too. We'll find out. And if it does leak, I'll video it and show you. We are back. So you can see the second one's in. You can take a look. You can see the fluid still sizzling in there. And if you can't see it, let me grab a valve here. Okay, see? Fluid, top of the valve guide. Okay. See anything leaking out of the one I just did? Yeah, I don't either. I will give you this. There is no fluid over there right now. Not the fact that it leaked out or anything like that. It's because I was a moron. Picked up the cylinder head to get it upright, so I could put the valve spring and keepers and stuff in to hold that valve in, and totally forgot about the fluid in there, being a moron, and made a nice big mess all over my floor. My wife will be so proud. Anyway, so there is no fluid in that one right now, but between all the videos I just showed you of it not leaking, I don't want to waste any more fogger oil in there finding out that it's still not leaking. So I moved on to a new one. Oh, look at that. My timer says it's been 1 minute and what, 13 seconds now, and look, it's still not leaking anywhere. There's not even a hint of it. I'm going to even stop the video and refocus so you can see. Hold on. Look at that. It's a new focus, just like a new day. I know I'm being an idiot anyway. But do you see anything leaking, guys? Nope, I don't either. And yes, I know, I am well aware that, you know, I'll always recommend doing a proper valve job is the best thing you can do, because you can do a multi-angle valve job where it's going to flow air around the valve easier. It's physics. I'm not stupid. But when you're on a ramen noodle budget, sometimes, if that, you do what you have to, so that way things don't frickin' leak. So, and is it as good as just replacing the valves? Probably not. But they're sealing. And it's got a nice wide surface whenever I lapped it in, so it's not like some thin paper hail line that's touching. So, it's not like heat transfer should be an issue, but I'll find out. Anyway, so, I understand if you guys don't want to try it, and I don't blame you, I probably wouldn't either. If I had money to send my heads out to machinists to have the valve work done, I would of course do it that way, because that's the proper way of doing it, but heck, I am not made out of money. I'm surprised I have anything to spend on this build. So what I'm doing is just to make ends meet, and it just happens to be with doing a home valve job. It is what it is. So I'm going to do the rest of them now. Those two aren't done yet. They're just sitting in there because I was doing some other R&D work on this engine. So I got to actually pull those out and do those ones and do the intakes and whatnot. But so there you be. Have a good day.